Instruction manuals. For many, they're a pretty nostalgic part of video games. I have fond memories of getting new games as a kid at the store and reading the manual on the way home. They're also important on a practical level because, well, for a lot of older games, there weren't tutorials. So playing these older games without manuals is a bit of an exercise in trial and error. The other day, I was exploring Nintendo's website and found something interesting out of the way. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, click this little Documents and Policies link, then scroll all the way down here to find a little treasure trove of downloadable manuals for everything dating back to the GameCube and Game Boy Advance. So let's check them out. The GBA and GameCube do have less manuals here. Later consoles have more, but let's go for a specific one. The remaster came out recently, so let's look at Metroid Prime. And this is not a great preservation. The images you can see are very clearly rather low quality. There's some text errors in sections. And there's even some white bits around the edge where the image doesn't quite fit the page size. I mean, if you got a GameCube copy of the game and you don't know how to play, maybe this would help you, but it does degrade the value of this as preserving these manuals, and so it's mostly just a novelty and useful if you got a copy without the manual, I guess. Also, it does kind of bug me how much of the game's backstory is in these early pages of the manual. This isn't related to the topic of the video, but it spoils a lot of the stuff you will discover over the course of a playthrough of Metroid Prime, so what were you thinking, whoever wrote this? Why did you spoil everything? Thankfully, not all the manuals are as bad as the Metroid Prime one. Over here, the Minish Cap manual is a huge improvement. Much better text and image quality, and there's no weird white borders from the scans not quite fitting the page. It's all really nice and lets you appreciate the quality artwork and doesn't spoil anything in the first few pages. So maybe go and take a look. Maybe you'll find some cool nostalgia, maybe you'll find something useful for playing old games you picked up. Let me know in the comments what you think of all this. You know, there's probably fan-created archives of this stuff that's better quality anyway, but something about these being official makes them particularly neat.